Good evening, everyone, and thank you for allowing us to be in your space this evening and just to allow us to speak into your lives and into your marriages. Um, I'm Tash Mannikam. This is my husband, Jay Mannikam. And just to put us in context, we celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary next month. So we've done some time and we're about to receive our medals for bravery, 25 years. And yeah, we have two children, our daughter Georgia, who's in matric, and our son Kurt, and our new daughter-in-law, Ray, and that's us, a family of 5. And yeah, that's just to put us in context so you know who's talking to you right now. So for the next few minutes, we just want to take you through our experiences as a married couple and the topic, friendship and leisure time. So I'm going to hand over to Jay.
Thanks, Tash. Evening, guys. I'm going to speak to you on friendship and perhaps take you back to your school days. Think about that group of friends that you had, that you surrounded yourself with and you did life with. There's always the one person looking for the extra attention. He or she perhaps wants more of your time, more of your gifts, and yeah, the list can go on. I look at my marriage and I look at the first few parts of the years, and I was very much like that one friend, wanting the attention, wanting to make sure that all the focus is on me and trying to get Tasha's attention and wanting her to celebrate the things that I achieve, and again, the list can go on there. And I must say that over the years, I've really learned from that. And that's what I want to share with you guys this evening. It's a journey. We learn about each other as we go on to years of marriage. And yes, Tash said we celebrate 25 years. So every year, one learns more and more. So this evening, I don't want you to put extra pressure on yourself. Just understand that it's a journey, and you can pick up things, learn from our mistakes, and as I did mention, initially it was all about me. I want to share a few things that can help you, things that I had to change in my life to make sure that the friendship stays strong. And one of the things that I've learned is my wife has to be my best friend. And so there's 4 points that I'd like to share this evening, and the first one is, who do you call? I'd like to believe initially in your relationship, you call a friend or mom or dad or somebody that you were close to. And I had to change that. I had to readjust, and the first person that I call now is my wife, because she is my best friend. And it could be something that I celebrate. It could be bad news. And guess what? When I pick up that phone, the first call is to my wife. The second thing I'd like to share with you is, as mentioned earlier, it was always about me. My achievements and my dreams, how I'm feeling for the day. Second point, celebrate your spouse. And I had to really learn in this area of celebrating my spouse. So when she achieves something and when she's got a goal and something works out for her, guess what? I celebrate her. I've learned that, learned quick through social media. And so guess what? She graduates or something great has happened in her life. I post it on my WhatsApp status or my WhatsApp profile or Facebook. I just want to put it out there. Initially, all about myself, but as we go on this journey, it's about celebrating each other. And then the third point that I'd like to share is choose your friends wisely. Yes, you go back and you think about the friends that you had and the friends that you do have. Those people are close to you. You do suppers together, you share in each other's successes, you share in each other's sorrows, but the thing that you need to really look at is, how do you choose that group of friends? It's been told so many times, Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. And so, both Tash and I, we really had to think carefully. We really had to work hard at who our friends are. We want to be around people who are positive. We want to be around people who love the Lord, that basically think the way we think. They don't need to be exactly like we are, but I think when it comes to areas of morals and values, we want to make sure that we choose carefully who our friends are. And the last handle that I'd love to leave with you this evening, we'll chat a little bit later on a few more things, is pray. Again, very selfish initially. Pray for myself, I pray for my goals and what I want to achieve. And as we go on this journey, I've realized that actually I got to spend more time praying for my wife. It's so important that we leave the self-centeredness and we begin to focus on the other. And I pray for my wife every single day. I pray for my family every day. And I believe that through prayer, God does things in her life. And I begin to see what I'm praying for, I see it in her life. And as we go on this journey, if you can hold on to those handles, I believe that God has strengthened the friendship. It's so much different. It's so much different than having a friend at school. It's somebody that becomes your friend for your entire life. So I'm going to pause at this time, and I'll remind you of these handles a little later, and Tash will chat more about leisure.
Okay, so leisure time, or what I like to call downtime, you underestimate the importance of this in a marriage. We learned the hard way because, number one, it's you've got to make time for leisure or downtime. Now, the reason for that is because if you look at your life when you get married, there's so many dynamics. You've got each other that you're learning about. You've got kids that you're growing up. You've got a career that's taking off. And so you have all these things going on. And leisure becomes something in the background that you may or may not do. But I want to suggest to you that you make time for leisure. And I can't tell you how that has changed our marriage over the years when we realized that we actually needed it. It was not negotiable. It was something we actually needed, just like we needed everything else that we were doing. We actually had to make deliberate time. And if you don't make the time, you won't have that leisure time. You've got to go and make that time. Find it. The other one that I really want to look at this evening is to compromise during your leisure time. Now, I know Jay and I were lucky because we sort of had the same interests. We enjoy fishing, we enjoy sport, and so it was great for us to be able to just be around that during our leisure time, just relax around that. But if ever there's something that's going to expose differences in a marriage, it's your leisure time. Because your leisure time lets you know how different you are, I think. It really will expose what you like and what you don't like. You're coming in with preconceived ideas, what you used to do as a single person, what relaxed you, what gave you pleasure. And now you've got to consider this other person. Then there's also kids involved. You want to make sure that everybody gets to do what they enjoy. So it takes a little bit of compromise there, where you've got to come in and say, well, I'll do what you like today, and the next time we do what each other likes, and the kids, so that everybody is on board and everybody's enjoying the leisure time.
God's gifted you differently. You have a unique character, and I believe that if God's put both of you together, you can complement each other. So my encouragement again, just don't compare yourself with another couple.
Yeah, so what Jay's trying to say is please don't go fishing or do sport now because you heard us. So, just, and the other thing that I think we had to learn was we didn't have to keep everything so spiritual and make it about just being like spiritual, and it was just downtime, just relaxed time. One thing that we learned over the years is to be present in the downtime or in the leisure time. It's no use having this whole outing planned and you've got everything ready and you go there and Jay says, just give me 2 minutes, I've just got to make a call. Or I say, you know what, I just want to finish a report for school. Or the kids just need something. And I think over the years, what we've realized is that downtime is downtime. Phones away, kids, we just chilling. We just relaxing. We don't let anything interfere. Our friends know us, our family knows us, they know how to reach us if there's an emergency. But otherwise, we are just chilling together, we are just relaxing. And really, if your heart's not in it, if you're not there to have a chill time and a downtime, whatever you've planned for the day or whatever your intentions are, they won't come to fruition, they won't come to pass because you've always got something in the back of your mind. I should have swept before I left, or I could be doing this and help myself with time, I'm wasting time. It's never a waste of time. It's never a waste of time.
Yeah, and so you listening, and perhaps it's seeming as if it's the perfect couple. Understand that we had to learn from our mistakes. So in other words, when I got to holiday with my family and with my spouse, my laptop was with me, checking on emails, making sure that work is happy, and ticking all the boxes. It just actually invades your time. You're not relaxed, and so it's things that we've learned from. And I'm praying that as I speak and as Tash speaks, that through the Holy Spirit that God will minister to you. So this evening, at this point, I just want to summarize what we've been saying. But before summarizing, I'd love to take you back to one of the things that I personally do, which Tash just encourages me. We've got a group of friends that meet once a year. And as Tash said, we don't want it to be too spiritual this evening. There is space for these gatherings. There is space to get together with friends. But we don't lose the focus. Tash will always be my best friend. We have great time with our mates, reminiscing about school days. But when I come back, I know Tash is my best friend.
I think also, Jay, that none of our friends don't know the other person. We don't have any friends that don't know each other. All my friends know Jay, and all Jay's friends know me. So I can have just as good a time with Jay's friends as he does. So I think that was also important, where we had to deliberately make our friends each other's friends, so that it's not Jay's friends and Tash's friends. While they may have come into the marriage like that, they are now our friends. So I think it's important that we have like mutual friends. I think that was very important for us, because our friends tend to pull you away from the marriage and away from each other. But our friends just encourage it and make it better. And Jay's friends can spend time with us as a couple, as much as they can spend time with him. And my friends do the same. And they do that. They come over, they chill with us, and we spend time as a couple with his friends or my friends.
So as we bring this conversation to an end, I want to encourage you from a friend point. Your first call, let it be the call to your spouse to celebrate something, even if it's bad news. Make the first call to your spouse. And if that's not the person you're calling at the moment, there's something that you need to change. Spoke about celebrating. Let's celebrate each other. I spoke about choosing your friends correctly. I think people that we surround ourselves is so important. And of course, my last point was, let's pray for each other. Through prayer, we can achieve so much.
Okay. So I'm just going to go through my points again if I can. It's number one, if you don't make time for leisure, it won't happen. So make time. And that you'll find is in initial stages of the marriage. It has to be deliberate because of where you are with your time and how it needs to be spread. The second one is compromise so that everybody gets to do what they want to do during that leisure time. And everybody feels honored and everybody feels special about it. The third point was be present in the downtime. I think for me that's the most important one. Just always make sure that it's just about that. And the one that I didn't actually spend too much of time on, I'll just touch on it quickly, is where we are right now as a couple. It's a very interesting time. So number one, I said make time for downtime or leisure time. And now when leisure time finds you. So you trying to find leisure time, and now leisure time finds you. I know Grant had a chuckle recently when he saw us on a date in the midweek, and we put it on social media. He just had a chuckle. He was like, you guys. But yeah, it's now at that space that we're at where leisure time is finding us. And we're not scared. I know we used to wake up on a Saturday morning, no more cricket with Kurt or sport with Georgia or singing with Georgia, and then we'd look at each other and like, what do we do? So now we have this ample time with our leisure, and you know what we're doing? We're making beautiful memories. We are sharing it with special friends, and we are just making time for ourselves and God, and that's giving us a lot of leisure time, downtime, because it's giving us a lot of pleasure. So I just want to end by saying that thank you for letting us into your marriage. I hope that as we've spoken to you, you understand that leisure and friends are important. They cannot be left out. They are so essential for your marriage and for balance and for structure. They just have to be in there. So my prayer for you as couples is that God will show you how to enjoy each other's company, enjoy each other's friendships, let other friends and other leisure time come in and just add to the value of your marriage and never ever subtract from it.
Thank you guys. Have a great evening. Cheers now.